Okay, so it's your girl on fire 3.0, and I'm coming to you guys with a video that I'm doing from my phone. If it's a little bit shaky, I do apologize beforehand. I do have a stand for this camera, but I cannot find it, so I'm just holding it up with my hand. But I really do love this phone because everything goes like straight to YouTube, so I can record and then it'll go straight to YouTube. And so it makes it convenient because there have been some recordings where I have wanted to show like video and stuff, and I couldn't, but now I can. Well, if you guys hear something in the background, that's my cat. So yeah. So I just want to play this video. This video really hits home about why Black women are at the bottom. This stuff goes back thousands of years, and it starts with Africa. If any of you guys have seen my video about colorism, I do talk about it briefly, about how the problems and the issues with Black people being on the bottom stems from Africa, how Africans have treated Black women and children for thousands of years, how they have not placed value on women and children, and it still goes on to this day. And this is a perfect example. This video is a perfect example of how women, Black women, especially dark-skinned Black women, African women, are treated in their own country by their own men. It just shows how little value women and children have. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you. It says Bamunu, I believe that's her name, is a living shopping basket. Okay, so I'm going to click on play. And here we go. Oh, what? I am 91 years of age and I've been practicing for 55 years. I was the first doctor who treated female patients who had heroin addiction with methadone as a maintenance program at a hospital in Manhattan. Yeah, that's my cat being silly. If you guys are wondering why I was calling his name, I'm not sure if a commercial is playing or not, but you see this little girl. Hold on, let me put this on pause. My grandfather was born somewhere in the 1850s. That little girl was 8 years old. 8 years old, you guys. And you see how she was being treated like an adult. It was just really disgusting and sad. But, I mean, this is how little girls are treated. And did you see the scene with her father telling her, you should have tried harder? I mean, they sent this girl away when she was 6 years old. 6 years old, and she's carrying huge baskets on her head. She was sent away from her family at the age of 6 to work to provide for her brothers. Do you see the problem here? This is why the women in Africa are so downtrodden. Women in Africa, they're still living in dung houses. These women have been living so low to the ground because their men will not build for them, will not build anything for them. I think black women are used to being on the bottom and used to having less. They're not used to having more. They're not used to having more. And so this is why you have this mentality, I think, especially amongst dark-skinned black women, where black women have always been, low to the ground, always accepting less because they never have really had more. I mean, dung houses, black women in Africa are still living in dung houses. This is the image of black women worldwide. It's struggle, it's poverty, it's being treated badly, low status. When your own men, your own people do not even care about you and place such a low value on you, is it any wonder that black women are in the shape and in the position that we currently are in worldwide? This is the reason why it all stems back to Africa. This is why if you are a black male identified mammy or a black woman, you need to get out of it. You need to start changing your mindset because you're going to be on the bottom forever. A study just came out, and I'm going to do a separate video on this, but a study just came out, which, I mean, people like Brooklyn Blue, aka Kendall St. Charles, have been saying this, that black men are the common denominator and why black women are at the bottom. And they did a study just recently came out, where they said even though black women are doing better, they're going to college and getting degrees and stuff like that, the reason why they still remain at the bottom is because of black males. It's who they marry, who they partner up with, who they have children by, and the common denominator. And the reason why black women can't move ahead is because of black males. Black women in America, they tend to make more money than black males. If your partner is not on the same level as you or above you, it's going to be hard for you to get anywhere, to move ahead. And the fact of the matter is that most black men are not on the same level. They don't have the same drive, motivation, skill set that black women do. It's not for lack of opportunity. It's just that black men or black males just aren't. They just don't have the drive and motivation. And this again stems all the way back from Africa. I mean, you see in that video how the father is sitting up there, not doing nothing. I mean, Africa is it's a trash heap. I mean, these men could be learning some skills. They could be picking up the trash, anything. They could be built, instead of having their women carrying these buckets and these baskets on their head, they could be building some carts with some wheels, and having some bicycles or something pull it. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, these men are not building anything. I mean, you can build some beautiful houses out of mud. I mean, they have like cottages and stuff that they build in places like Ireland and England. They're called Cob Houses. Beautiful, beautiful houses. I will show some pictures of them one day. I mean, these men could be learning how to build nice houses for their women and children. That's my cat. Be quiet. Stop. He's being nosy. Anytime I'm doing something, here he come with the meowing. Stop. Okay, yeah, and so sorry. Anytime these black males, as you can see, that father is sitting on his ass telling his 8-year-old daughter that she should have worked harder. The 8-year-old daughter that he sent off at the age of 6 to work like a man, about 15 times her size, carrying carts. An 8-year-old girl, he's telling her that she should have worked harder and brought home more money and that she didn't do enough. She's considered a woman at the age of 8. I mean, and did you see how the other women were treating her? This is how women and children are valued in Africa. And you guys think this is this is not just an American thing or anything like that. This is worldwide. The reason why the black woman's image is lowly is because of Africa. This stuff stems back from there. That's why I'm telling you, if you are black male identified, you need to start getting out of that mindset and put your womanhood first, because if not, you and your children are going to remain at the bottom. Learn your history, learn your true history. Look at Africa. If you want to know answers to the reasons why black people are in the shape that they are in worldwide, a lot of it stems directly from the continent of Africa and how women and children are valued. The fact of the matter is, no man, no nation is going to rise higher than their women and children. And if you place such low value on black women and children, on your women and children, you're going to remain at the bottom right along with them. This is why that African male cannot rise. This is why he cannot nation build. This is why he cannot do nothing. Because if you can't even build a stable, healthy family, you're not going to be able to build anything else. And the African male cannot do that. You guys talk about Wakanda, the fictional Wakanda. There is no Wakanda, and there never will be a Wakanda because of the black male. And it's just as simple as that. So yes, I'm going to put the links. This video was kind of impromptu. I'm going to put all the links at the, at the bottom of the page for you guys to check out this video on your own. But, I'm sorry, on your own. And my channel is going to take a different direction. I do talk about black males on this channel, but, I'm not really going to be talking about black males so much. I'm bored with talking about black males, and I'm bored of hearing other black people talk about black males. I mean, I really haven't my focus really has not been on black males. It has always really been on black women. But black males, because so many black women are black male identified, they identify more with the black male than they do with their own womanhood. Then you gotta, you kind of have to talk about black males. You can't get away from it because black women are so black male identified, at least in the United States. And I think a lot of that has to do with Africa too. I mean, we think a lot of this stuff just stems from like America and slavery. No, but as you can see, how that young black girl in the video, how she had to go and work to get money for her brothers to go to school. So, you know, you can tell this stuff. It's even the treatment of Black women. Like, a lot of Black men do not value Black women. And you guys can see that this is nothing new. This stems all the way back from Africa. You guys just think it has to do with America and the white male. It doesn't. It ain't got nothing to do with that white male. It has always been like this. I don't hate Black men. In a lot of ways, I feel sorry for Black men because I know who are raising them, Black women. At least, you know, Black women are raising them, and I know how dysfunctional those households are because I came from one of them. And I'm not saying all Black women are doing a bad job of raising their children or their sons, but the vast majority are, the collective are. And that's why I personally do not want to deal with Black males, and I will not deal with Black males. I never have, even from a very young age. I've always known how Black males are, and I know I didn't want any part of it. But like I say, my channel is going to take I'm still going to talk about a lot of these issues. I'm going to talk about a lot of issues, but I'm going to take more of a spiritual, and when I say spiritual, I don't mean religion because I'm not religious. I don't believe in a lot of the religious stuff that Black people believe in, but I am going to take more of a spiritual spin bent on the things that I'm saying because I think a lot of what's happening to Black people has to do with karma. And I think really to get down to the nitty gritty and address a lot of this stuff, we're going to have to delve into the spiritual side of all of this too. So I will be talking a lot about that and how it relates to Black people, the negative energy that surrounds a lot of Black people, and how that is keeping Black people down. But in the meantime, yes, I'm going to put the links to this video in the description, and stay tuned for more videos. They will be coming soon. Now that I have this camera, it's just really easy to make videos. So I'm going to sign off now. Like I always say, I will catch you guys later.